We know the clown doesn't get hurt. It makes sense. It's roundish, maybe like an egg. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude. And Blair, yes, that is truly. Think of what they did in Haiti. They have to do this again because Peter Thiel has already drank up all of the children from Haiti. They've literally like cleared the entire island. There are no more children there for them to drink. So that's why I think that they're going to do another big one that is like that, like Haiti, to one of these smaller islands again. And then they get to go in there and then they get to say how all the gang leaders are the cannibals and shit. Meanwhile, it's them. It's Peter Thiel's family, in my opinion. Records show that 17 Battery Place is the Whitehall building owned by Frank Rockefeller, who was, with his brothers William and John D., also owned many of the companies with offices located there. The International Longshoremen's Association had its world headquarters there, as well as a variety of oil, mining, and chemical companies. Though Union Sulphur Company was run by its president, Hermann Frasch, a German chemist who patented extraction methods for sulfur and petroleum. Frasch also worked for John D. Rockefeller's Standard Oil Company in New York, New Jersey, Cleveland, Ohio, developing similar extraction methods. On the basis of this association, George Scherf Sr. had connections with the Rockefeller family, though it is unclear if Tesla was at all aware of this connection. Frank Rockefeller was also an investor of Buckeye Steel Castings in Columbus, Ohio. Buckeye manufactured automatic couplers and chassis for railroad cars owned by the Harrimans, the Rockefellers, and J.P. Morgan. Eventually, Samuel P. Bush was promoted from general manager to president of the company after producing gigantic profits. Samuel P. Bush, associations with the Rockefellers, and his subsequent position as director of the War Industries Board afforded him the opportunity to create contracts with Remington Arms during the war, courtesy of Percy Rockefeller. Nikola Tesla's trusted assistant, sometimes referred to as accountant or secretary, George Scherf Sr., worked at Union Sulphur Company. Normally, this association would not set off alarms considering the state of Tesla's affairs. Scherf had every right to earn a decent living in order to support his family. That was the American way. But a careful examination of Union Sulphur Company might reveal that someone was being deceived. Tesla and Scherf was at the root. Someone was being deceived. Tesla. And Scherf was at the root of this deception. Fucking rats, dude. I've always, when I was growing up, I was like, why? Tesla was broke as a joke? Why, dude? He had like such good ideas. It's because he was being sabotaged, dude. It was like he had a manager who was siphoning all of his money. Instead of stealing it for himself, he was giving it to Schmittler. And then giving all of his secrets to Schmittler too, so that they could monetize those and, create UAPs and, Die Glock, the UFO that frickin' Germany made that looks like a bell. And I don't know, like microwave weapons that can heat the ocean water and cause chaos and make animals kill themselves. Like, dude, can you imagine watching those dolphin videos? And like, Peter Thiel must watch those and get like rock hard. Those things make me so sad and so anxious and so like dude, seeing them all huddled together before just going and beaching themselves. That is like the scariest, saddest thing. They watch that and they go, hell yeah, we're going to vaporize everyone in the world. Like, those people have to get stopped. They have to. Look, we can't just sit here and be, we can't just accept this. We're not just going to let them, we're not going to be the perfect victims that they want from us. They want us to just get microwaved and shut up. Sorry, not happening. Yeah, why weren't we taught this alongside Anne Frank if the docs were declassified in 2002? in the Bible, there's end times prophecy about 1/3 of the oceans and a life in it being killed before Jesus can come back. Okay, but them doing all of the killing of that shit, I feel like you're not going to be rewarded for that. An apocalypse is something that is brought on by God and not on by the Nancys who think they're gods. You know what I mean? Like, I hope this brings Thoth back. Dude, I think Thoth is here. I don't think Thoth left. And I think Thoth is about to get fucking pissed off pretty soon. I think Thoth is going to show his frickin' face pretty soon. I hope. And he's going to punish Peter Thiel endlessly for our pleasure. No, he wouldn't do that. But Cycles of Nature, yeah, we're going to have to read that too. We're going to have to read all this shit. There's so much to read. Jesus Christmas. Exactly. They're not going to be liking life when they meet their maker if they bring on all this destruction. Truly, dude, Thoth is going to be pissed about this. Like, I just don't get how you could be this twisted. And dude, maybe it is because, like, it makes more sense to me that they're just selling us out to lizard people on the moon than it is for me to understand how they can, like, I don't know, do, like, forcing an apocalypse to bring on your Jesus, and you think that Jesus is going to be okay with that? No. But I don't know. I think that Thoth is right, that the emerald or the Philosopher's Stone is going to bring on the cataclysm of the end of our age, and then that is probably going to be when they do the what is it, the pole shift and kill us all. 3 days of rain, 3 days of dark, and then they're going to go hide in their mountains. But we're going to have to cement their mountain doors shut so that they don't get to go there. Or something. Dude, we still... Dane, if you ever have a weekend where you can go to frickin' go to that Olympic National Park or Glacier National Park and go with a metal detector and see if that big-ass rock is actually a fucking door... Oh, man. I would love that. We know it's a door. Otto Skorzeny has been pretty spot on. Okay, who was George Scherf? Better yet, who was George H. Scherf Sr.? There exists no legitimate record of a George H. Scherf being born in the U.S. from the late 1800s through 1925. Yet, George Scherf was Nikola Tesla's assistant, accountant. If he was born in Germany, could his birthplace shed some light on this mystery? Probably. If they exist, it has become apparent that individuals associated with the Nancy Party commonly have all or parts of their genealogical records expunged. We will explore this further in the section of this article dealing with the Bush family tree. Friends and acquaintances of Nikola Tesla recall him complaining about Scherf's son, George Jr., always snooping around George's lab. On more than one occasion, probably during the late 1930s, Tesla caught the 14-year-old Scherf looking at his notes, poring through his books, and stealing small items from the lab. Tesla gave him a nickname, Curious George, and liked him to a mischievous monkey. According to Skorzeny, Adolf Hitler's former bodyguard in a deathbed confession to Erik Orion, Eric Berman, is in South Miami, Florida. Tesla hated the younger Scherf. In fact, according to Skorzeny, the Curious George book and movie were inspired by Tesla's suggestion. So funny. In short, Otto Skorzeny claimed that the true identity of George H.W. Bush was George H. Scherf Jr., the son of Nikola Tesla's illegal immigrant, German-born accountant, George H. Scherf Sr. Amen. It's so true. Worth 1,000 words, but this was not the only bombshell. Otto Skorzeny delivered that day in late 1999. Skorzeny produced a shoebox full of 60 years worth of personal photographs, showed them to Berman, describing each one in great detail. The collection featured a photo of a young, majestic Skorzeny in full SS Nancy military dress next to his Führer, Adolf Schmittler. Then there were photos of Reinhard Gehlen, SS spy and assassin, Dr. Joseph Mengele, the Angel of Death, Martin Bormann, Hitler's aide and SS assassin, and Adolf Schmittler, photographed in 1997 at age 107. The Schmittler photo was taken during a reunion at the Lake McDonald Lodge in Glacier National Park, dude. Right there. Right there. It's right where the fucking... Where was it? Yeah. Lake McDonald Lodge. It's right by our secret tunnel. Secret tunnel. Through the mountain. Secret, 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 secret tunnel. Here, look. I bet we could find the lodge just by going over there. Fly to. Come on, baby. Okay, guys, if you want to know where all the Nancy gold is, here it is. It's right in here. Okay? See it? Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. And then look, so they all live inside this mountain, right? All the frickin' Nancys. This is their favorite hidey hole. They live in this little, it looks like a lizard ridgeback or something. And then look, whenever they want, they can just go north. Hey, let's fly into the, oh, you can't. They can just go north and then bingo bongo, they're in Canada. Did I go the wrong way? Where's Canada? It's this way. Where am I? Oh no, it is that way. Yeah, Canada. See, look. Whee! You can go right through here. There's tunnels. And then bingo, you're in Canada. Okay, so here's Lake McDonald. See it? And they were at the Lake McDonald Lodge. And it's right by their secret base where Schmittler probably lived underground for many decades. Controlling the CIA. He was the person who was in charge of everything. That's what I heard. All right, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Guys, it's right there. Look at it. Oh my God. Schmittler loves hanging out here. This is so nutty. Nutty boy style. Yeah. So yeah, so the Fuhrer, you remember how everyone was like, oh, he loved his like eagle's nest retreat or whatever in Germany? Well, look, he just got he got an eagle's nest in fucking America. Look, Heaven's Peak. That's probably where he hangs out. But definitely right here is the entrance to their tunnel. And look, Lake McDonald Lodge. And apparently inside of these mountains too, they have secret underground, like under mountain military plane hangars. And apparently the SR-71 Blackbird, it can fly and it flies into this lake and it submerges and can be a submarine for a short time. And then it goes into an elevator that takes it up the mountain. It is very specific and weird, right? It's both of them. And those are our two favorite things. So I don't know. I'm thinking it's right. I think it's true. Anyway. Dude, I can't believe that they lied about everything. Every single thing. Cappy, I can't figure out. Thought Alfred Hitchcock. Dude, that's so funny. There is something odd about the Cappy thing. And the bigger thing is that I feel like he's very... I didn't find this guy, or I didn't find that Cappy was involved until I found like a different... It was a Shutterstock or Shutterfly account that had all these pictures, and they had all these great details that I had never read before, and that's why I took all these screenshots. Because look, they had all of these. It wasn't even just the 8 or 9 submarine saboteurs. It's so much of their family, dude. Look at this. It's like they said they executed. They gave a ton of these people executions, And also a ton of them life sentences for their just being the family of the saboteurs. But dude, these people are their family and or other spies. Like, look at this. I've seen this guy before. Who is that? That also, he looks kind of like a Roger. He's got like a Roger mutt muzzle. So, let's see. He was a close friend of Werner Thiel. This is a teal, boys. This is a fucking teal. Look at that mutt muzzle. It has to be a teal, bro. Maria Curling is the wife of Edward Curling. Helmut Lerner. This dude is someone, bro. He looks so familiar. And this is his boyfriend, I think. Edward John Curling. And see, there's something weird about this photo, too. The resolution, it's blurry as fuck compared to the other ones. Look at that. That's a nice, crisp photo. Not of Roger. He's looking frumpy. That is a blurry-ass photo. And it's the only one that's that blurry. This dude kind of feels like a Clier too, but maybe they're all fucking Clier. It might be the whole family. Who knows? But look at how many. Dude, there's like 28 extra people. Hans Max Haupt. This is the father. Accused of aiding his son. He was already in America. Right? All these people were in America from like the 20s through the 30s before they went and did this. Like they all worked at like Peter Thiel's dad and Roger's dad, the Werner Thiel and Heinrich Harm Henk. They worked in like Detroit, kind of near like the Sheldons, where and we know what those guys were up to, right? They did the North Fox Island boys camp. They're a bunch of car perverts. Like, dude, what if one of these is like John Benet Ramsey's dad or grandpa, the first one? I could see that too. He seemed like he was an integral part of the what's it called? The trafficking ring. 'Cause that is the most important to them, I think. They needed that to crack off. They used the blackmail with all these sick, deranged, politicians and elite people. They just used that to control all of them. So I could see the blackmailers being an important part. Hedwig Engelmann. All these people were either said that they were thrown in prison forever or executed, along with the 1942 saboteurs. Emma Jacques followed her husband to the United States in 1925. Her husband, Harry, had earlier entered the United States in 1924 by jumping the ship on which he was the seaman. The Jacques lived in Chicago. Was contacted by Herman Neubauer after his landing in the U.S. shores by a U-boat. The Jacques admitted Neubauer explained to them that he had returned to the U.S. on a secret mission for the German Nazi government and prevailed on them to conceal the sum of $3,600 in $50 bills, which Neubauer brought with him from Germany. The FBI recovered the money in a coffee jar taken from the Jacques, and then they were probably, they were never tried, but were held as enemy aliens until the end of the war and deported on the U.S. zone in Germany. Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, dude, we are going to figure this whole thing out. We're going to get it all. Like, dude, all these people are so familiar. Why did you take all these pictures and release them? FBI, you stupid asses. Kate Wergen. Like, these are people. Dude, Justin Trudeau, that's so funny. Looks like a casting photo for the part Nicholson got in The Shining. All of them. Oh, man. Yeah, dude, I don't know. It's like, But I'm going to figure it out. I know that. I will. Dude, and it's all from, I swear to God, this quantum entangling with your future might be real. I can't explain it any other way. And I also can't leave it be. I can't, like, ignore this. I don't know. It's like, I'm being, like, I know I'm going to figure this out, and I know that I just need to keep staying on it, and I'm going to. Like, it's not even a concern anymore. You know what I mean? I like feel internally like we will figure this out. Oh shit. I hope anyway, man. I gotta think that. Anyway, yeah, so Schmittler, where was he? Yeah, according to Skorzeny, Adolf Schmittler was alive and well in the U.S. in 1997. Skorzeny did not stop there. He produced a photo of young Skorzeny, Mengele, Bormann, and family of George H. Scherf Sr. Seated in the midst of those in the photo was a young George H. Scherf Jr., who Skorzeny explained was trained as a spy and sent to America to work for Adolf Schmittler. He was given false identification and adopted by Prescott Sheldon Bush as his son. George Herbert Walker Bush, Skorzeny went on. He forged a birth certificate in order to enter the military before he turned 18. He was 16 at the time. And then, dude, George H.W. Bush helped steal a plane and killed his co-pilot and shit. He, like, crashed. I think it was, like, a newer plane or something, but they did it to give the plane to Germany. So he, like, either shot his pilot or his co-pilot or, like, just put the plane into a nosedive and, like, jumped out or something. I forget, but he's definitely a spy, dude. And it's just like The Americans, the TV show. Like, dude, ever since seeing The Americans, I'm like, this feels like what real life is. It's all just espionage. It's all just liars and secret hiders. He was given, in the family photo, a young Scherf and Bormann both sported a German Nancy uniform. Scherf later enlisted in the U.S. Navy as George H.W. Bush. In even greater detail, Skorzeny described how, contrary to the CIA-written history books, he helped Schmittler escape to Austria in a plane flown by a female pilot, Hanna Reich. Hitler did not commit suicide. I believe it, Skorzeny recounted. His double was shot between the eyes, and the dental records proved he was not Schmittler. The Americans kept it a secret, worried the truth might anger the Russians. True. Erik Orion, in a live radio interview on Republic Broadcasting Network, January 17th, 2006, detailed how Skorzeny died on December 31st, 1999. His body was cremated. I have a copy of the death certificate, and I saw his ashes. After the war, he helped George Bush found the CIA through Operation Paperclip and Odessa. Berman recounted how Skorzeny was found not guilty at the Nuremberg trials and then ushered into the CIA. Some 50,000 plus SS Nazi war criminals, not just rocket scientists, were brought to America after the war. Skorzeny, about age 90 at the time, was described by Berman as very focused and very lucid, and he was still very mobile. He was still able to walk around, he was still very impressive, and he had about the biggest hands I have ever seen. He was 6'4" and was a giant for his day. He towered over me, and I'm 5'8". That's why, when asked why he thought Skorzeny entrusted the information to him, Berman responded, "I was dating one of his daughters. He knew that I'm Jewish, first of all, that I'm an honest guy, and he thought that I would really try to do something with this and bring some justice. Yeah, to these wanted Nazi war criminals. His whole goal was that they had screwed him over, including George Bush. They screwed him over, and out of large sums of money over the years, this was his last way of, getting even with them." Dude, it's so funny. George H.W. Bush screwed Skorzeny over. His only, they weren't friends, but, he know all of the secrets, and they're literally all pulling the wool over all of our eyes. They're stealing from all of us, And even then, George H.W. Bush is still stealing from the guy who's helping him fucking do this massive coup to America. They're so greedy. George H.W. Bush is the greediest rat in the world. A biographical article on Nikola Tesla appeared in the Tesla Tech Inc. magazine, Extraordinary Technology, on October 2006. The article, written by Dustin Wallace, spoke of Tesla's childhood, some of his inventions, and the last days. Wallace wrote, "The Yugoslav monarchy in exile was summoned to visit Tesla in the fall of 1942. However, Charlotte Muzar, a secretary, paid Tesla the visit from his condition. Upon her arrival, she felt as though he may not live through the night. Another friend of Tesla's, Kenneth Sweezy, visited him during the time and noted that he was existing on warm milk and Nabisco crackers alone. It was apparent that Tesla was nearing the end of his time. By late December 1942, Tesla began meeting with 2 U.S. government agents in order to share some of his most sensitive discoveries. These men carried away many of the documents for microfilming. On January 4th, 1943, Tesla's faithful assistant George Scherf visited Tesla for the last time. Tesla was found deceased in his hotel room on the morning of January 8th, 1943. He had passed away between those 4 days since Scherf's visit. The article continued, following Tesla's death, the United States Office of Alien Property, under the instructions of the Federal Bureau of Instigation, confiscated all of Tesla's papers, and property. This was an interesting maneuver, considering that Tesla was a United States citizen. Yes. Oh my God. Okay, so let's skip ahead to... We know all this Tesla shit, I think, right? In order to authenticate the above revelations, the author began conducting his own research into the alias of Otto Skorzeny. The first detail, considering Berman's cryptic clue of Skorzeny's CIA name, was to determine the variety of names that begin with the letter P: Palmer, Parson, Pascal, Peller, Porter, Powell, and settling on Powell as the most likely possibility. Then there was a distinct possibility that Skorzeny, for the purpose of protecting his wife and children, slightly misled Berman about his official alias by reversing his first and middle names. You just joined in because you haven't been getting notifications of your content in a while. Dude, I know. It's such a bummer, right? I try and, announce it on all the different apps, but, it's really... I mean, this is what they want. They want to make me feel defeated and, I'll go look at the notifications that I posted, an hour before I started streaming. It'll have, 140 views, it sucks because I know that, and it's not that I know that people want to be here, but they always have to do trickery and deception, and they have to keep us away from each other because otherwise we're gonna know all their secrets. But fuck them, whatever. But I'm glad you're here now. We're just reading through this Tesla document about Bush and George H.W. and Otto Skorzeny, talking about the frickin' Nancys and how they're trying to bring on the apocalypse. And they think that they're going to get rewarded for that from their god, but I disagree. But I think that we're going to do... Dante and Nicole have been messing with... Nicole started... Dante had his idea for the bunker thing. It's what I was calling the dungeon the other day. But it's going to be a creator-owned content app or something, hopefully that will scale up. But I think that maybe we'll start posting our stuff on there, and then you guys can just go there and see our stuff and not. But it sucks because then you have to, go to something else, but just to find me. But I don't know, maybe we'll turn it into a thing, if we have a creator-owned app that all of the money is just split between the creators instead of having this, massive fat stack of fat cats at the top who take everything. Dude, think of how much... It's so crazy how much content all of the creators make for these apps, and they get paid nothing. The whole reason that people go to these stupid apps, or did back in the day when they were working and they weren't just like blatant propaganda machines, you know? Like, dude, it's all just because of the creators. Like, that is why people are there, and they don't get paid. That is the biggest grift, and we just accept it. TikTok's been around for like, what, 6 years now? And like, they pay out peanuts to people. And then most of the people they don't pay out because they talk about shit that they don't like. So it is so time for something else. Truly. Let's see if Nicole posted the she was making a game called hold on, I don't want to ruin it. Maybe she didn't post it. Hold on. She sent me a video. Oh, it was on the Hello Alphabet Agencies. That's where it was.
No.
Look at that.
No. Oh,
it says, danger. Oh no,
Tesla
Peter.
howitzer.
Peter hit you with the Tesla howitzer.
We can't get any more views because it's the.
No.
Watch out, Peter. Watch out for Peter and the feds. Cat Dad versus Peter. What? Papua New Guinea. Hey, you want to know where Peter also comes, or Peter's dad also hung out? In Papua New Guinea. Yeah, Team Tincture's here too. It's like that gut feeling you're not wrong. Yeah, dude, Schmittler probably got to watch himself on History Channel, Ancient Aliens. Truly, dude, I think he did. I'm surprised that he kept quiet. Like there doesn't seem to be any pictures of him except for the ear photo that we're getting. And boy, do we see that big ol' honking ear.